Good morning, everyone. How are we all today? Hope you're all well. My name's Suzie, and I am a Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia. So I can help you wherever you are in Australia, as long as you don't already have a distributor that you buy through. So whether it's card making or scrapbooking, we have everything that you need. So if you have a problem or you need to know something, you can go to the more box below, and that'll have my email and also my phone number, so you can text me. And if you look, I've done it again, up there in the corner is a shop with me. So you can click on that shop with me and you can go right in to my shop. So just a couple of things that I want to go through with you is our starter kit at the moment is $235 and you only pay $169. So you can get everything that you want in that $235. You just can't go over it. Can be a little bit under, and depending on how smartly you shop, you can go right up to a few cents with still a bit of room. So we also have our scrapbooking retreat that we've been talking about. Now, this is for customers and also for demonstrators. So if you have any interest in scrapbooking at all, I'm going to do it myself because I've never scrapbooked before. I mean, I've stuck photos in an album and put a little bit of a thing next to them where it was, and that's about it. That's my limit of putting photos together. So I'm really, really looking forward to doing this scrapbooking retreat. It's over 3 days, and it's the 17th, the 18th, and the 19th. It's on a Facebook group. Oh, golly. And that will be private, just to the people that are doing the course or the workshop. So nobody else can get in. Now, it starts at 6 a.m. in the morning till 2 o'clock in the afternoon for 3 days. So it's really full on. Everything is cut for you. So it all comes packed in a box every month and exactly everything you need in there. So you've got your stamps and your papers and your sleeves and everything that you need. So if you're interested, you can go to the shop on the corner there, put your camera on it, and then when it brings you up to my shop, put in scrapbooking retreat and it will bring it up to you. Now it is $435, yeah, which sounds a lot, and it is. So that gives you everything. And if you've got credit on your account, so you can use that credit up. So if you've got the spend, gives every time you spend, you get a certain amount of money back depending on how you spend. So you can use that to add to the price. So then it might not be as, a big amount. All right. So that's what we've got so far. So if you're interested in joining my team, you can do that. You just need to go into my shop again and hit join my team, and that will let you in. So I'm going to go down to the desk now and see what we've got. I've actually been a bit rushed with it, so I hope everything turns out the way it should. So we'll keep. And what I'd like to do too is give our heartfelt for the tragedy that's going on in Texas with the floods. So send our prayers and hugs to all those people. It's just devastating. And the young children that got caught in the flood as well on camp. Also, too, we've had some flooding in New South Wales, and I think Melbourne is included in it. So we send our hugs and pray for you down there. So I'm going to go down to the desk now. I've finished. So I'm going to my for some reason my sound isn't coming on, so I have to go in and pick it. So here we go. And I still can't get the space here to zoom where I want it. So it's still not right. And I've been trying to get it right now all week. Anyway, not to worry. Either the webcam program or Restream have done something that's changed. Hi Holly, how you going? Hope you're well. So the card I've got for you today, and I've got a bit of a mock-up. So this is what we'll be doing. Like, I haven't done anything with it. This one, see, I cut this instead of scoring it. So that one was no good. So, and then I did this one and did this one correct. So I've got all my score lines. So, but the lady reckons it's easier to do it before you fold it. So do your panels and everything before you fold the card up. So I'm hoping that what I've done, because I was madly cutting out stuff, I hope it's okay. And we've got the right messages. So I have done this fold previously. I'm pretty sure I have. If I remember, it folds like that, and then it stands, and you decorate all the bits and pieces. But to show you, because it is a bit of a tricky to make the folds and everything. So we'll go through that. So what we want is a 6 by 12. So I'm going to use my trimmer. And of course my trimmer has an extending arm. So I can cut it at 6 inches. And I'm using the 12 by 12 white paper. So, and my new scoreboard, which I've just picked up, I'll put my arm out there, and this will be 12 inches. So we'll have a look at that. And then I'm going to swap my, so 12 inches. Okay. This new arm that I got If you can see it, it's in centimetres. I don't know if you can see that. I don't work in centimetres. So I got out my other new one, and it has inches on it, which I was very, very pleased with. If I can get the arm out. Whoa! Now, this is a bit tricky. So we're going to do some cutting and some scoring. So see here, we've got to cut these lines here. All right, so I'm going to go through that with you. If by any chance that you want the measurements, go along with me, and you can write them down. That's what I do when I'm watching something and I want, oh, kick me thing then, my camera. So the first lot of instructions that we've got is to cut. So we've got to cut from 1 to 5 and then 7 to 11. Oops, bit far. 7 to 11. And then we're going to turn it over and do the same on the other side. So we'll get our scoring board out of the way, and we'll put our, we've got a little notch on the side of your duvallaki, for want of a better word, your cutting blade. So you want to put that cutting blade on 1, and then you want to take it down to 5. So you're going to go down till you reach the 5 with the little cutout on the edge. Then we're going to go to 7, and we're going to then cut again to 11. So we'll slide that down until we get to 11, or the closest you can get. So we've now got two score lines. So then I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to do the same process. So I put it at about an inch on this side. So we're going to go to 1 inch, and then we're going to bring it down like we did on the other side to 5 inches. Okay, we're going to then lift our scoring cutting blade, to 7 inches. And then we're going to go down to 11. So we bring that. Okay, so that's both our scoring done. So we've now got holes on either side, cuts. So then we have to put in some scoring. So from after we've done the cuts, we're going to score at 2 inches, 4 inches, 8 inches and 10. And we're only going to do it down to this score line. Okay. So we're going to do it, at 1 inch. And we're only going to go down to this score line. Then we're going to go to 2 inches. And again, just to that score line. This now gives us our folds. So then we're going to, sorry, that was wrong. It was 4 inches, sorry. So I've got 2 inches, 4 inches. Yes, I did. Did it wrong, but we can get over that. 8 inches. And then 10 inches. And just down to the score line. So then you've got the score line in between these cuttings. Don't worry about that one, we'll get rid of that one when we fold it. So now we've got to do the same on the other side. So we're going to put it at 2 inches. Four inches. Eight inches. And then 10 inches. Okay, so now we've got them up to, hi Marlene, how you going? Hope you're well. So then we've got the score marks, and you'll see it's more with the fold, with the cuts. So we've done that on both sides. So now I've got to just bear with me a moment. I got the instructions and I can't remember the two, 4, and 8, and 10 on 5, 7, and 11. So then we've got to do that. Doesn't seem right. Yeah, we've done that. Score down, only cutting 1, 5, 7, and 11. So we've got to score all the way down. So that's 2 inches. I think it's 2 inches. It's not 4, 5. Score down. Cut lines only. Turn the cards, repeat, and then gives you the belly band. That's, I've not written that down. So the first score line will be at 2 inches, and we'll go all the way down. So I'll score there. At 2. I'll just check our measurements. So 2. Five, no, 4. 2 and 4. And that goes all the way down. So 4. So 4, 8 and 10. 8 and 10. So that should give me all my folds for the card, which, like this one, I've got a fold there. No, it should be there. So she says to, hi Kim, how are you going? That's lovely that you sent each other a card. Yep, computers. I'm hoping this one turns out all right too. So I've got all these bits that I cut out. So the big square ones here, which are 4 3/4 by 4 3/4, and it sits on a mat. So that goes in the middle. Oh, well, I've got 2 of them. So we've got 2 pieces that sit there on either side. Not bad. It's like a puzzle. And I've done this fold before. So I think that one goes on there like that. No? That goes on there. It is. It's like a jigsaw. Jigsaw. Oh, lovely. Oh, I'll let you know. I sent one too. So there should be another piece that goes with this. Like that. That there goes there, I think. We're flying blind again. So I'm using the snowman. It is actually I got two of them, and I don't know why I got two of them. I thought there was something else, but they're actually scrapbooking pages. So you've got all these beautiful pop-outs that you can do as well. I think they'll be a bit big for our one here, but they're quite lovely. Then you've got your strips here. So that's what I'm using, and I've had it for ages and never used it. So they go on there. So once again, I've got too many. I'm not sure where these go. This is for a sentiment. So wherever we put that. Now I've got all these little squares. Well, that's a waste because I can't see where the little squares go. Unless, no. That's weird. I've cut out everything she said to cut out and sizes, and they don't match. So we're going to do our own thing. Hi, Deborah. How you going, Deb? Still feeling good? Hi, Hilla. I never know whether I'm pronouncing your name right or wrong, so if it's wrong, please excuse me. So we're having a bit of a jigsaw puzzle here. So I think those are supposed to go on there, and they just cut too big. So I'm going to cut those down. So this card is 3 3/4 by 2 inches. So we're going to take this and see what it is. Just under 2 inches, that's good. And we want probably 3 3/4. Should fit. So we're actually doing a bit of a winter theme today. So that one will go there. That one will go there. I don't know where she's got these squares for. So I would also, she's only got red there, but I might do a bluey one. Let's see what we've got. I don't want to mess up that under there. So that's 4 7/8 by 4 7/8. Is that right? 4 7/8? 3 7/8. That's better. So I'll take it down to 3 1/4. By 3 3/4. Sorry, not quarter. So that then should sit in there nicely. And then our white piece will be three and 3/8. So just a smidge. And that will go there. Now we've got, unless she's put them on there, take those off for a moment. I'm going to make a map for these ones as well. I don't know why the cutting, the pieces aren't right. So that is 1 7/8 by 3 7/8. So we want some blue. So we wanted 1 7/8. I don't like working in fractions. Was it 3 7/8? Yep. So 3 7/8, and I want to go back then to 3 1/4 maybe. No. That's not right. Maybe 1 1/4. By 3 7/8. Sorry about this, ladies and gentlemen. Therefore, I have no idea that where the lady got these measurements from, because none of them work out. So using this one, that's where they go. So there should be, that folds back like that. So we've got this bit here. So that comes to the end of the fold, so there should be a score mark here. We'll keep all these together so we know we're right. Now, there should be a score line on the end of an inch. Oops, nearly did it, nearly used my cutting blade. Oh, I've got one there. So that gives us a little square. That now is making more sense. We'll need that again, I assume. So these little, all these little pieces here will go here. So we've got 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that makes sense, except we haven't got a blue mat. I like things that are right, that I don't have to mess around with. So now I'm missing one little square. That's going to be really fiddly to put on her. I don't know why I've got those big squares. That's the sentiment. If I cut that in half, I can get 4 of these. I wish people had put the right things up that makes sense. So we're looking at 1 inch, so we want just under 1 inch of blue. I think these were, so if I do, let's see before we go cutting. Blue mats. So we want 8 of these. Hi Sue, how are you going? Lovely to see you all. I've got a bit of a mess going on here. Right. I got the measurements for this card from a lady's video, and it's like a jigsaw puzzle because all the measurements don't add up. So I'm recutting things at the moment. Sorry about it, but not much I can do. I just want to make sure everything fits before I start gluing everything down. So it's a bit of a mess, but we'll get through it. So you have to please bear with me while I get this mess sorted out. And I was running late this morning. Okay. I need to have a mouthful. Oh, yes. But cuts instead of scoring. So that's those fitted for the little squares. Now I just need to adjust. I think it's going to be easier just to cut a tiny bit off. So that's what I'm going to do. So just a smidgen off each end and try and keep that house. Then I think we'll glue these on to get an idea of what we need on the other bits. So I'm just trying to cut a smidgen off each one. And I think I was one short. These little pieces. Back on your dog walking. I walk my cat. Because these are so tiny, I'm actually going to glue those now because they are such a pain. Very glued thing, very tiny. So fiddly, aren't they? That looks like a piece I have to cut. Mr. Deeks is on my bed this morning. So make sure we try and get them straight. So the card itself is a double it's safe. And I've only got a cat, and he's boss of the house. That's for sure. when he wants to go for a walk, he headbutts you. And then he'll go to the front door. Try to take him out the back door? No, sir. He's not having it. He'll sit and won't move. So it's 5 kilos, so it's a big sort of cat. It's not a little kitty. I wanted to show the cutting of this, because once you get that done, then you've got, as you see, we're filling these in. So you've got an inch, and then you just go down from there for these little ones. Yeah, he's a bit of a bossy cat, and he wants something. He demands it. So my apologies for this. Oops, for this. I wanted to have it all just to put together, but we're having to recut things. It's taking a bit more time. I need to take a bit off. So you don't really, I mean, you don't get a full idea of what these little pieces are. All right, here we go again. And then we'll just have to measure these 2 bits here. And tomorrow is our Flashback Thursday. So I'm going to have to find something to do there. Oh, thank you, Kim. That's so sweet. When you do this card, and I have done it before, but never kept the sizes, I'll have to go hunting afterwards to try and find, that's not even square. I'll have to try and find the correct sizes. I want that one. Just a smidgen. Yep, tree's upside down. I mean, you can put anything you like. Should have taken a bit more off that. Oh, I have got enough squares. Paper ones, I mean. I didn't think I had enough. No, it should be okay. Might take a little bit more. Put the tree the right way up, won't we? One more little one. That's, I don't know where that one came from. At least then we know our other picks will fit once we get these side ones done. No, don't do that. Get it a little bit straighter. And we've got our house. Right, so they're all stuck down now. So we've got these pieces. These two end ones I think need to be cut. We've got that. Now we need to do these little bits here. So what I'm going to do, full of personality. Yeah, they do, don't they? They got their own personalities. So my red piece, I want two at probably 3 7/8 again. Got any more red down here? And that would be an inch. Yeah. So we want an inch. We only want two of these. So we want an inch by Did I say 3 and... I forget my head if it wasn't screwed on. Yeah, 3 7/8. I'm going to take a little bit, so I'll do it 3 7/8. So I'll come back. I think I'll go to 3 1/4. I'll just take a smidgen off there, and hopefully still need a little bit off the there. Oh, this is a new blade. Oh, that's handy. Not cutting. Yes. I don't know why. Now I want this one the same size. So 4 1/4, 3 1/4, I mean. That's actually... Four and a quarter. Just shy of... Not 4, it's 3. Okay, so they'll go there. Now I need a blue mat. I've got some little bits here. So I want 1 inch wide. think I had to cut that down. It's not 1 inch wide. I think it's 3/4. And then we want some paper. Oh, this mat. What's this bit here? No, we just do it. And I'll do that at 3.5. That's not going to work. Once I get this organised, then it'll be smooth. There we go again. Smooth sailing. So that's those. Now we want these other pieces here. So we want 4 of these at 1 3/4, I think. Yep, 1 3/4 by 1 inch. So I'm doing that at 7/8. I don't like fractions. So now we want our blue again. Still 2. Yeah, we don't get snow here. They do in New South Wales, further down, but in Queensland we don't really have it. It had some frost the other day, which was unusual for us to have frost. So now we want 4 pieces of this. I should write it down. Still needs a smidgen off it. So at the moment we are 3/4. I think I took a bit too much off that time. I didn't after all that. So 1/7/8. I'm getting all these little bits of sticking in my cutter. So it's 1 3/4. One 3/4. I think it's about 1 3/4 there again. Just under 1 3/4. That wasn't straight. This one sure tries your patience, doesn't it? That should be right. That's for those. Now we need a little bit of so I reckon if I do it, at 1.5 maybe. That's what it's going at. 1.5. Going to be a little bit. I'd see I would have had all this done. And I didn't find out till afterwards. Right, hopefully that's all the cutting done. I don't mind why people do a video and then don't give you all the information. I only got 2 of these. So it's sending me bonkers. I have no idea why she had these squares on them. No idea at all. I'm cutting these squares up anyway. That's enough for one blue. My watch is telling me to get up and walk. What did I do with these? I want to, don't I? And then we want some probably wasn't the brightest move doing this because Only need 2 pieces. Need to take a smidgen off it. There's been a lot of smidges today. Hi Tanya, how you going? Lovely to see you here. How's Kitty doing? That and that and that. All right. We're in a bit of a pickle here. The dimensions weren't right on the video I was watching. So there was none of these pieces properly put in. So I've been doing that. So it's been a little bit of a pain in the proverbial. But we're getting there. It's a good job I have a lot of patience, isn't it? Normally on these big cards like this, I try to get everything done before I start. The house is going to go sideways. Yep. Could have done a bit more off it. So I've had to re-measure all of this and cut it out. Thank you for your patience, ladies. You'd have ditched it. Then I wouldn't have had a card. I'd have had nothing to show you what people do like this. I went and looked at that house yesterday afternoon, and it's fairly old. It's not new, but the pictures they put up is probably when they sold it. But it is a nice house, beautiful setting around it, and so new owners have just bought it. So hopefully it's for an investment. But there were so many people that, looking at it, she had a big job. They're open house for an hour in the morning and an hour in the afternoon. Usually they have 15 minutes and you go in and out. Oh, the crowns again. Can you stop them? I think I had a look the other day when Nicole was saying something about them, but I don't think you can actually stop them. It's not even straight. Better. This is like, it's embarrassing to have to do all this. A little bit more off the end. So this is a little bit of a rough card. Oops. So they're not all perfect. I have to find, because I did this card once before, quite a while ago. So I'll need to find that one and get the instructions, because I know I write the instructions down as I'm watching it. I got my email, Marlene, this morning for the retreat, the scrapbooking. We're nearly there, ladies, with these bits and pieces. Why? I mean, I don't know why she had these squares. I can't see where you use it. Tiny pieces are hard to pick up. So just a smidgen off here. So the set I'm actually using today, it's a scrapbook. I'm not sure, I think you can still get it. I haven't looked, actually. I should have looked before I put it on. I just thought we'd have a little bit of a winter theme going. Soon as we're in July, and we got Christmas in July. I'll cut this one. Yep. That was naughty of you. So that one's right. So let's double check this one. Oh, it keeps moving. This is where I should get myself sorted out. I thought I was going fine till we went to put it all together. It's just a lesson learned, isn't it? Okay. The new arm I got for my printer, but not printer, for my cutting board was in centimetres. Oh no, I don't do centimetres. Anyway, I checked on the new one I had sitting there, and that was in inches. So thank goodness for that, because I would have been sitting putting everything into inches from centimetres. I'm definitely not a centimetre person. Old school. That's a bit better. So all these bits and pieces, busy time for you with the tax people. It would be. We used to have when I was working at the neighbourhood centre, we used to have a tax person come in for a couple of months and do all the pensioners and that. And then the last couple of years, we haven't been able to get anybody. And now I'm not working, I don't have to worry about it. Now the tax guy does mine, so I'll have to get everything together and send it off to him. Yay, the last piece, the last piece. Now we'll start on ones that were actually right. Oh, the ATA, the tax people, the tax man. Might just take a little bit off the side, which means I'm going to do it again. A little bit more off. And then I'm going to have to take more off the other ones. Anybody watching this will think I'm a right ninny. That should be right. And I need just a bit off here. So that's our sentiment piece. That isn't cutting right through. I don't know why. All right, let's get that done. And we'll probably have to adjust the others, I'd say. Nothing seems to be correct. Oh, the joys, the joys. It is an intricate card. But if the pieces are... She had none of these outside pieces. And it's tall. And I can't see why you would do a video and not put the correct things in. So it's been a bit of a mishmash. Still needs a bit off. And I suppose we'll have to do the other ones as well. That should do it. I don't know why it's cutting. It's a new blade, so I don't know why it's getting that fluff on the end of it. I cut it to what I thought it'd be. But if I'd have measured the other one properly, then I wouldn't have all this trouble. No. Still needs a bit off it, but it's going to stay like that. All right, now it was these pieces. So even the measurements of these are wrong. I must have cut it out. I must have cut it all up. All right, let's get them working. I got a blue one under there. So that one fits in. So much for putting it down straight, hey? That will probably need a bit of a trim. I spent so much time messing around with this. Nothing seems to be right. Oh, come on, glue. Probably because it's been sitting on its side. Come on, work. It's one of those days today, isn't it? Nothing works. I know it's not out of glue. It's a little bit low. Well, that was a smart one, wasn't it? It was on strike, I think. So we have to have these sort of matching. No, I don't like things to beat me, Kim, that's for sure. It's not perfect, that's for having to do all this rigmarole. So we've got that one, which is two and 7/8, I think. How long is it? 3 7/8. Because let's do one side at a time. should be about 3/4. Yeah, this wasn't a minor adjustment, so it was a whole recutting everything, and all the little bits weren't there, and I couldn't find another one because it was due to, my video was due to start. So it's been a bit of a muck up from beginning to end. So now I've forgotten. So thank you, ladies, for your patience. I really do. This must be like watching twit. So even though I'm cutting them to what the thing is, I'm having to do adjustments on that. Tiny, tiny bits. All right, so that's that side done. We've got that one done. So we just need, yay, we've only got little bits to do. Yay. I'm going silly now, aren't I? I think I'm going to have to put new blade in. What a schmozzle. Sorry, I'm missing your conversation at the moment. Yeah, I've got a bit of a mess to clean up too. It's a good job. I like doing fancy files, isn't it? Sorry if I've missed anybody coming in late. All right, let's hope. Here we go. Get rid of all that mess and put the last 4 pieces together. I could do with a stiff drink after this. Okay, it'll just have to be a very strong coffee. Are you retired in January? How fabulous. I retired last year. Not that I wanted to. But once I went back to work after breaking my foot, that was it. I wanted to get rid of me. One day she'll get hurt. What she's done to that place is sacrilege. Finish the year out. I didn't like doing night shifts because I never slept during the day. Luckily, I worked at mobile net for Telstra many years ago. There was girls that only liked doing the night shift. So because it was 24 operating, I could get rid of my night shifts. I only did the odd one because the girls would take them. So what you're going to do when you retire, Deb? Make more cards? Yeah, it's hard when you're ready to retire and then to go to the end of the year. What are we going to put on a sentiment here, ladies? We're nearly there. Clean your house first. Oh, Deborah. You got to do something for yourself and celebrate. Well, I'll have to send you a retirement card. Wow. Yeah, mine was a forced one too, Tanya. Otherwise, I'd still be working. But I don't think anybody's going to give me a job at my age, that's for sure. And I wouldn't have time. The time I do all these cards. Yeah, taking care of your mum. That's a big job too, isn't it, Deb? Yay! We've finished it. We've got it all done, except now for the fold. So you have a mountain fold, and these that's mountain. Volunteer, yeah. I started off volunteering, and they put me on reception, probably because of all my years at Telstra. So yeah. So there's our card done. So let's now put a sentiment on there, which is going to be hilarious because I've put all my tidied up this morning. And I only got a couple of so inspiring imperfections. I love this one. This is another one that's really nice. Is we could put thanks for helping me through a difficult time. So it's gotta find the packet for that. I know I've got a snow one somewhere. We could let it snow. Let it snow, let it snow. Wow. I can't believe how long it took me to do this. So I'm using my favourite Secret Seat. So I'm just going to put that on. If I can, that one's a small one, but some of the bigger ones you can't put with your stamp cases. And the trouble is you forget. Now you can put belly band on this if you want it to stay flat like that. Yeah. It was a little bit of a schmozzle, wasn't it? So we've got that finished, at least. I can be happy it's finished. So there we go. So it's a double trifold. Not really perfect because it didn't have the right sizing really. But there you go. I'll come up the top now. Okay. Well, that was a bit and a half, wasn't it? Oh, it's a wonder you didn't disappear and left me to it. I would have done. No, I wouldn't really. But it was a bit of a challenge, wasn't it? So yeah, a lot of work it was, with the recutting. It made it, you know, if the sizes had been there for all the pieces, it wouldn't take long at all to stick through it. Yeah, I did, didn't I? Some pieces are a bit lopsided though, looking at it. So, oh, thank you, Holly. Thanks, Deborah. Sue, Tim, thank you so much for everybody that stuck through this. I didn't even put any lipstick on. Yeah, I know I've got one somewhere. Because I did do this card once before. Thank you, Marlene. Tanya. Oh, no. Yeah, the little pieces. Oops, kicking my camera. Anyway, that's it. We've done that. We've got through it. Thank goodness. So tomorrow is Flashback Thursday. Thank you, Holly. So I'll find something that's either on the last chance list or has gone completely, and I'm going to try and find another trifold or another fun fold, seeing as we're on fancy fun folds this week. Yeah, so you could even put a ribbon around it to keep it in. God, I'll be doing that, Tanya, having a strong coffee. All right, ladies, thank you so much. I really appreciate that because it's been a long one, this one. So have a great day, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow with another fun fold. Hopefully it'll be the right instructions this time. Okay, thanks, ladies. Bye-bye.